Center here in Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about the last area of which we feel are fundamental in terms of the giving process, and that is the government. And when we say the government in the giving process, we're talking about you and your tax dollars going to the government to service the poor. Why, perhaps some people could say that the government is frowned upon, and it's very simple. The government in their giving, first of all, gets your money through taxes, right? We pay our taxes, the government takes our money, and it gives it to the various programs that they feel that we need. One of the major problems is we don't get a chance to say what programs are being given to the poor or what programs are being used. We just pay our taxes and the government deciphers that. Well, I want to talk to you today about the government and its taxes, but we don't want to talk about the programs. We want to talk about the structure, how the government has structured its giving to service the poor, to service those who in need, and to provide that service. The government had to set structure. And in the structure of giving, it's primarily service. They say we have prevention programs. They say that we're trying to prevent the problems, but not really. Because as we talked about earlier in some of the earlier lectures, we tried to show the difference is that if organizations are set up structurally to serve, they can't turn around and say, now I can prevent. Well, if you can prevent the problems, then we don't need the service. So we're trying to explain, and as we explain, and hopefully you might now to see when we say the prevention component, it takes the service programs and combine them with the prevention programs and then analyze that through the third party in terms of the third area that we talked about, and that is seeing whether or not it's saving you any money. Well, in Michigan, state of Michigan, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. For 40 years we have been servicing the problems through preventing teen parenthood. And our agency has been funded by Department of Public Health, Department of Social Service, Education Department, and it's given us the experience to see that there's a wide range, a variety of many programs, but they're not structured, again, we're using this word structured, such that it is designed to save you money, it's designed to keep us from growing in the problems that we have. It's simply designed to serve, not prevent. Now, Governor Minter, we tried to explain this to your predecessor, Governor Snyder. I guess he got preoccupied with the problems dealing with the water in Flint, where they tried very hard, the same as we're trying now, to tell him there's lead poisoning and people are getting sick. And it took perhaps someone to die. It took some other major medical situations in terms of problems to get the government to see that, hey, we got to fix the water here in Flint, Michigan. Now we're talking about the state of Michigan. You have in your hands a proposal to deal with the structure of giving in the state of Michigan. Now let's forget about the teenage pregnancies. Let's forget about that. We're talking structure, and that means, are we setting it up such that the prevention efforts in whatever area we're using the tax dollars to give monies to, whatever area, are we setting it up to prevent the problem? To prevent further increasing of tax dollars? No, we don't. But you have a simple ABC proposal, backed with the experience by the state of Michigan, using the data from the state of Michigan that you have in your hands. And we're going to keep going until we get the public to see that billions, not millions, if they simply use this little process, a prevention component within all government elements. And so that the public can hear this, we are not talking about increasing tax dollars. You don't increase tax dollars to prevent the problems of the poor and those who are using the government. You simply rearrange your priorities. We're going to think this through. We're going to make sure that we see that the public sees this. And we're going to get them to see what we're saying. Prevention first. Service second. First, try to show the public what you are doing to prevent the problems with their tax dollars. Then take the other monies and use it towards service. And so that we can be very specific, we're talking about 1 penny on the tax dollar. Not increasing penny, the first penny on the tax dollars to be used to prevent the problems, and the other 99 cents to service it. You've been very adept since you've gotten into office, and that's a little less than 6 months now, or excuse me, a year now, at keeping this undercover, well, belittling the issue. It's not really of substance. But that's because the public doesn't know. They don't understand. They haven't been made aware that it's backed by experience and research. So you have the opportunity now to be better than your predecessor. To look beyond what you can see in terms of numbers that are being presented to you. And deal with what's right. And what's right is the taxpayers of the state of Michigan are giving you this money, providing it to the government. You have the wherewithal to look at this issue and deal with it. The ball is in your corner. We hope that you will take this opportunity and put the public's interest first. Again, my name is Creighton Rippey. I am the director of the Greater Detroit Community Outreach Center here in Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, what we'll do, we'll continue to tweet. We hope that you will, if you would like some more information, I am available for speaking engagements. You can reach me at Greater Detroit Community Outreach Center.org, GreaterDetroitOutreach.org, or you can call us at 313-891-7030. Thank you.